Welcome back to Nancy Drew, Trail of the Twister.
I better get to work.
Have fun!
Let's get out of here. We're gonna finally listen to Debbie and go to... I feel like there's something else I should be doing, but you know what? Home stretch time.
Good morning, Debbie.
Nancy, perfect timing. We've got a couple target storms ready to go critical. We need to get out in the field now. You'll drive. Scott and I are going to be tracking the storm. Okay? Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Alrighty, we take this bad boy now. That slow boy.
We've got 2, maybe 3 possible targets out there.
Alright, good. That's what I like to hear. Tell me what we're looking at.
Got word that the northmost cell is already throwing some pretty sizable hail. We might be a little late on that one.
Alright, that's not the system I'm excited about anyway.
Didn't think so. We go west. It's a longer drive, but there's some good movement, high amount of shear.
Perfect.
From what I've been hearing, Brooks' team has been saying they already got 6 confirmed touchdowns and 2 good reads on supercells that didn't spawn funnels.
Please, she's a number in front if there ever was one. 6 people confirming 1 storm cloud is not 6 confirmations. We really could use a nice data set on a non-tornadic supercell.
Maybe she'll share what she's got.
Now that's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Brooke, it'd be really cool if you'd share your data. I mean, really, it's just the polite thing to do. Alright, stay sharp. This system is starting to look really good.
Should I drive into one of the pull-offs for tracking the storm?
Yes.
How convenient, we're here. Oh, stop pushing me, stop pushing me. Stop pushing me. Here we go. Only I'm allowed to push people.
It's your lucky day, Nancy. Since I don't feel like wrestling with the prehistoric Doppler unit, you're going to do it for me.
Alright, fine. Is it you? No, it's not you. It's you.
Since Kanyuka could care less about providing working equipment, we're stuck with this garbage. You're going to have to take care warming it up since it's about twice your age. You're going to have to flip 3 switches, 1 in each group, to get it started. All the lights need to be set to blue before it starts working properly. Remember, the lights won't turn until you activate them.
Okay, well, this is really simple. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
There it goes again! Shoot! We've got to get this back up and running quickly. If those cables get mixed up, it will be days before I can get them resorted.
Okay, well, the cables are right here.
Make sure you keep those cables in order. Don't forget, the top cable goes in the first plug, and the bottom goes in the last plug.
This puzzle is actually quite fun. You gotta look at this design and try and figure out which one's on the bottom and work from there. And is it top down or bottom up? Let me look. Okay, that was the wrong one to start with. Okay, so it's top down.
Can you hurry it up a little?
Okay, Scott. Are you Debbie now? Are you gonna nag me? Nag, nag, nag. I think you're next. Then yellow. Then green. Then this ugly color.
Make sure you're keeping those cables in order. Try working from the top down.
Will you shut up, Debbie? I am working. I will do this in... I would have been one try, but I was trying to remember how this worked. Watch this, Debbie. This is going to be beautiful, and you're going to cry. 4, 5,
Make sure you're keeping
6,
those cables in order. Try
Nag,
working from the top down.
nag, nag, nag.
Nice job, Nancy. Looks like we're ready to roll. Actually, it looks like we're out a bit early here. Nothing's developing like it should be. Let's get back to base and track from there. I don't want to follow a bum lead on a system with this much potential.
Well, okay then. So we can do that, and then we gotta go talk to Debbie right away, because...
Nancy, have you seen Scott?
Not since we got back.
There's a huge front coming in, and he's nowhere to be seen. This is not like Scott. If you see him around, will you let me know? Chase and Frosty and I are supposed to be leaving for the Grange soon, and I really need to know that someone is keeping an eye on these fronts.
Okay then. Well, we can go check over here. This is where I want to be. Scott's hidey hole over here. And in Scott's hidey hole, we can look back in his cabinet and see.
Brooke's been paying Scott off?
What do you know? It's also trying to figure out where the heck he is, somehow by using this calendar and other stuff. So, combine that calendar data with data on this paper and data in this book. Walk back upstairs. It's annoying if you have to go back and forth. I guess you could take a picture of the camera or whatever. Coin. I totally didn't collect all the coins. I think I just gave up. Well, that's a project for another day. So using all that information plus calendar stuff, based on the data, we can put in the freight words, things. You have WM9A. You have GV2C, and you have SH4A. There's your answers. And let's head back downstairs. And you gotta take this data and you gotta flip through the gallery to see what pictures on this gallery match the codes we just got.
These symbols match Scott's. This must be some sort of code.
And you'll notice it's a picture of the windmill.
So does this one.
Anything else you want to say, Nancy?
These are all of the windmill. That must be where Scott's been meeting Brooke.
And there's someone at my door. Okay, now that that's taken care of, just scroll through the rest of them really, really quickly, and now we know where Scott is. And let's see what Debbie has to say about all this.
What's going on? I thought you were supposed to be at the theater right now.
Change in plans. Scott's gone, and we've got a major storm front moving in.
Okay.
He left in the truck. He's got all of our equipment, and he's not answering his phone.
That makes sense.
It does?
Yes, I found a note in Scott's office. He's been meeting with Brooke, and she's been paying him off to sabotage the team. That's where he is right now.
What? No. Wait! I'm gonna have to deal with that later. It doesn't matter right now. What's important now is that we keep on top of this storm. With the way conditions are developing, this front could produce the strongest weather we've seen this season, or ever. And I still don't know where it's headed.
She sounds like
Today
the Weather
is quickly
Channel.
approaching nightmare status. I think I might be able to track the storm using our old methods, but this would be so much easier if we had our equipment up and working.
You need the equipment? Consider it done.
Wait, Nancy, that's not what I meant.
You work on tracking the storm, and I'll work on tracking down Scott and the equipment.
Nancy, hang on. At least make sure you stay in radio contact. And if things start to get bad out there, I want you to promise me you'll head to his shelter immediately.
I promise.
Okay, let's go chase down Scotty. We only have one choice, so we're gonna take the Nissan Leaf. Nissan Leaf to the rescue! Nissan Leaf. Nissan Leaf.
Nancy, what are you doing here?
You mean me, as opposed to Brooke?
Brooke? What are you talking about?
When I was fixing the phone jack, I accidentally overheard the phone conversation you two had. I could hear it through the headset on your desk.
And just what do you think you overheard?
Enough to know you two are working together. You've been sabotaging your own team, haven't you? You've been doing everything you can to make sure Brooke's team wins and yours loses.
That's ridiculous.
That's why you're meeting her way out here, so the people who've been looking up to you all this time couldn't see her paying you off.
I have never gotten the credit I deserve for the work I've done, ever! I know more about tornadoes than any person alive, and I get neither the respect nor the compensation people half as brilliant as me get without lifting a finger. Why? Because I work for a podunk college run by podunk incompetents bent on bad-mouthing and spiting me at every turn just because I don't play well with others at their idiotic staff meetings.
Why don't you just quit?
Because thanks to them, I'm considered impossible to work with. No other school will hire me. I'm stuck here and they know it. So yes, I've been sabotaging my own team. And yes, Brooke is paying me a small fortune to do so because I've had it. I'm through! The tornado's forming. I can feel it. It'll be on the ground in minutes. And it's going to be huge. And here you are, a novice out in the field and all alone.
Nancy, this is Debbie. Over.
Are you gonna nag us, Debbie? Because if so, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm here. I think Scott knocked me out.
He did what?
When I confronted him about selling the team out to Brooke, he went berserk.
I can't believe he would do that, and with Brooke Tavenaugh of all people. Well, we'll deal with that later. Right now, I need you down here at the Grange ASAP. We need to evacuate the theater, and you've got my Grange keys with you in Frosty's car.
I'm on my way. Over and out.
So remember that I will show you. I was gonna say, remember that the barricade that was up like the entire game? Well, that's where we're headed. I use the map to show you. Ah! Well, you're blocking the road now, Mr. 18-wheeler. Dang, it sounds like people didn't care. They're just beating him up with their cars. And here we are. Oh, fine. It's already hailing? Where'd the hail come from?
It's been chaos here. I was able to cobble together a pretty basic tracking system back at the homestead, and instantly I knew we were in trouble. The storm was showing a high potential of moving into town, but without the proper readings, we couldn't issue an alert. I knew we'd have to evacuate the Grange in person. But when we got here, we saw that it's locked. The shelter is locked on a performance night. I need you to take care of this while the rest of us work on a backup plan, okay? I'm trusting you here. I know you can do this. There are a lot of people depending on you right now.
Well, magically, somehow, we have the keys right here. And it's locked.
What is this now? Who would double lock a storm shelter? Nancy, quick, which key opens the shelter? Yes, you did it! Nice job,
You
Nancy.
didn't even get to finish your sentence! Now we're just waiting here for the storm to pass.
I think the worst is past.
Okay.
Nancy, where are you going? Get in the shelter!
I can't just let Scott get away.
Okay, Nancy, first thing, switch on your GPS. That little dot you see, follow that and it will lead you right to Scott. We put a tracker on his truck. It's a safety thing. But Nancy, be careful out there. Keep this radio on and I'll do my best to keep you safe. Nancy, I'm really sorry about everything that happened back there. Scott, he wasn't always like this. I was worried about him earlier. His heart clearly wasn't in it anymore. He was putting us in danger. I just wanted to do what's best.
That's not what it sounded like when I overheard you talking to Frosty. You two wanted to get rid of Scott. From where I was standing, you sure didn't sound very concerned about safety.
Nancy, I know it probably sounded bad, but there's a lot you don't know. Pete, the intern you took over for, his injury wasn't just an accident. He got hurt because Scott sent him out where he never should have been. After that, I knew I had to take over.
That's still no...
Looking back, I do things differently. But I did what I did for the right reasons. I wanted to push Scott until the world saw how reckless he was being. It was a mistake. I screwed up and I accept responsibility. No matter what happens out there, promise me that you'll be careful.
I promise.
Okay, go, 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 go! We gotta run, run, drive for your life! I know the Nissan Leaf may not be the fastest car in the world, but oh no! I almost ran into the tornado! Let's go get Scott. Use the arrow at the bottom right corner of your screen to find out where he's coming from. Oh, there he is! After him! We're gonna get you now, Scott. I'm right on your tail. You'll ram your car into the ravine. Ooh, you got like a nurse Twitch right there. I don't care that someone just followed me on Twitch right now. We're gonna get you, Scott. We're gonna get you. You're gonna die. We're gonna beat you up. We're gonna find a crowbar in our inventory. We're coming for you, Scott. We're gonna get you. We're gonna. Wow! Getting too excited. I can't talk. Oh, you're gonna get it, Scott. Oh, just you wait. We have a gun in the trunk of our car. Oh, you're gonna get it. Oh, you're gonna. We're right on your tail. What are you gonna do about that, Scott? Drawn to the twister? I didn't think so. We got you, Scott. Just you wait. Just you wait. You're right where we want you. You're gonna go up. I knew you were gonna go up. You're gonna turn left. I knew you were gonna turn left. There's no escaping me, Scott. We got you in our paws. Just you wait. Almost got you, Scott. It's the longest chase ever. In fact, we're here. I got you where I wanted you. The tornado will now eat you alive, Scott. Boom!
Scott! I'd better find us some shelter. I wonder if there's a way to get into the spring house.
There is, and we're in. I better drink some water.
Made it! Dear Ned, once the theater was successfully evacuated, Debbie and Chase were able to follow the GPS tracking signal to the spring house, where Scott and I had safely weathered the storm. Although he was pretty seriously shaken up in the crash, Scott came to in time to see Frosty arrive with the police. He received community service for destruction of public property and interfering with public safety records. He didn't fare so well with the college. They fired him quicker than lightning hitting a bee-stung greyhound, as they say around here.
I don't
so
believe
it looks
that.
like he'll actually be serving the community now, instead of just pretending to, even if it's just by picking up garbage by the side of the road. Word spread quickly about Scott's misdeeds, and soon Brooke Tavenaugh, the rival chase team leader, found herself out of a job as well. With the storm season almost over, it looked like both teams were out of the competition.
But guess what? Nagy's gonna
Debbie,
take over.
always the organizer, decided to combine the remaining members on both teams for the remainder of the season. Without Scott's ever-present storm cloud hanging over the team and his constant sabotaging, the team really began to hit its stride with Debbie in charge. 2 days after I told Krollmeister I had found the source of the sabotage and the change in team leaders, Debbie's chase team was greeted by a surprise delivery, the next generation of Krollmeister's storm tracking and detection equipment. With Scott out of the picture, Frosty renegotiated his contract. Now that he's able to pursue his own projects on the side, he's just about doubled his output. He's launched his own business, and when he's not getting pelted by softball-sized hail, you'll find him in his studio. Chase has given up on his dreams of finding oil. Even if he hadn't, he wouldn't have the time to look. Debbie's keeping him too busy. Free from having to spend his days fixing Scott's mistakes, Chase has finally had the opportunity to show off his keen sense for weather. Now that Debbie has accepted Scott's old position as head of the Canute Storm Team, he's become her right-hand man. Last I heard, he was going to assist Debbie in her classes in the fall.
And
when I got home, I found a surprise delivery myself as well. The first shipment of my lifetime supply of Cocoa Kringle bars. Krollmeister also sent me a note telling me to keep my bags packed. He has a special surprise trip planned for me as a way to say thanks. As long as it's someplace where the clouds stay in the sky like they belong, I'll be happy to go. While the winners of the Green Skies event won't be determined until fall, things are looking pretty good for Debbie's team. With the new equipment, they've logged the most storm data. And although Debbie won't be showing anyone until she's 100% sure, the team may have made a verified touchdown prediction. Yesterday, a postcard from Pa arrived. After the town repaired the storm damage to the Grange, they restaged the town play. They even added a new part about the storm, including a scene where a certain someone unlocks the storm shelter. As long as it wasn't played by Pa in a wig, I'm happy. Pa says that he remembered most of his lines this time, at least the important ones. As for me, well, I've had just about enough stormy weather for one season. Love, Nancy.
The new enhanced for oh dear. The new enhanced for Geoscale was introduced in what year? 2000, 02, 07, or 2010. I want to say 2010 for some reason, but I don't know. I'm gonna check. I gotta look it up on the internet. EF scale. Yes, I know what the enhanced video scale looks like. 2007! I believe it. We did it! Wow, we almost got perfect on the achievements. The only thing we didn't do is snoop in every nook and cranny. But besides that, we got everything, except we didn't get the coin achievement, which doesn't show up unless you do it. So I'm still really pleased at how well we filled this out. Okay, let's keep going.
After risking my life chasing down deadly twisters, I think it's time for a change of pace. I've decided to join Bess and George on their trip to Kyoto, Japan. I've always wanted to visit Japan, from the exotic
Spoiler
food
alert, we
and
already did
wild
this
fashion
game.
in the cities, to the nature and tradition in the smaller towns. I know there's going to be a ton to see and do. As a thank you for all of my hard detective work, PG Crowmeister has reserved a room for me at one of the area's best ryokans, or traditional inns. It'll be nice to finally take a break from solving mysteries and to spend a few weeks without danger and dark secrets hiding around every corner.
You say that, and
I've
this
already
preview is
heard
actually
that the
quite
ryokan I'm
creepy-ish.
staying in has quite a reputation. I'm not sure exactly for what, though. Well, I'll find that out soon enough.
Ah! That's not scary anymore. That was so scary like 10 years ago, though.
Join me in my next adventure, Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Already did that one. If you want to watch it, just go on my channel, look in the playlist, and you should find... I don't even know what Let's Play number it is, but just look it up. You'll find it. If I remember, there'll be a card to link you right there here in the video. But yep, that was Nancy Drew, Trail of the Twister. One of my most played Nancy Drew games when I was a kid. Mainly because I was really into weather. And this game had weather, and I loved it. So, yep. I mean, this is like one of the middle road games in terms of what the fans think, but I mean, I like it. I love the driving part, because you get to just go around wrecking stuff, and it's fun. But, yeah, I love the cloud pictures too. That was really good. And I'm glad to have finally been able to revisit this game in Let's Play form, because honestly, yeah, it was a great game. It was the first game ever Let's Play, like I mentioned in the first episode back in 2011. And now it's back on my channel. And honestly, probably the best format I'll ever do it in, because I improved my videos a lot since I first made that video. A million years ago, it feels like. Anyway. So now, I'm sure you remember how Nancy Drew games work. If you sit through the credits and you don't click or leave or anything, you'll get rewarded with bloopers! This game has some decent bloopers, I think, so let's just get there and we'll watch them. This game was made in 2010.
Action!
Dinosaur!
Here you go,
I
little
remember this
guys.
one.
Good luck in your new home. How many of you are there? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. This is Elsie's first time as a driver on the Oklahoma circuit, but already she's showing herself to be a talented driver and fierce competitor on the track.
Whoa, where'd the deer come
It's rare
from?
to see a young cow driver with this much confidence, especially on such a difficult terrain. Excellent handling around the turns. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. And she handles it like the
She pretty much
pro.
drives like everyone else in this town.
Excellent performance today. Only one question remains. How did she get a car in the first place?
No one cares. Dancing! Let's do it! Remember this from Phantom of Venice? I sure do.
Yes, sir.
Ouch!
And that does it. That was Nancy Drew, Trail of the Twister. Not Trailer of the Twister. What am I saying? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, be sure to leave a like and a comment. And subscribe for more. And I will see you next time. Man, I've missed doing this outro.